Hello there, my name is Angel. Thanks so much for joining me today at the Natural Lifestyle Show. Today I want to talk to you about 5 things to avoid when eating a healthy diet. These are things that my family and I avoid, and we think that it's very important to avoid these in order to eat a healthy diet. Number 1, avoid GMOs. GMO stands for genetically modified organisms. Basically what GMOs are plants that have been like one gene structure has been taken from something else and put into another plant, and it changes some things about them, and the people that do it, they do it for the purpose of something beneficial, but in the process of changing it towards something beneficial, it's very possible that other aspects have been changed that have effects that are not so beneficial. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of 2 studies in particular. One study showed organ damage, and another study showed the formation of tumors in rats while eating a genetically modified diet. These are things that I don't feel like that should be played around with. This is very serious, so therefore we choose to never eat genetically modified foods. I'm not convinced that they've ever been proven safe or healthy. And so I think that we should be proactive in our own lives and make sure that we're not eating GMOs. There's ways to do that by eating organic, and also there's things that have been non-GMO certified. You can look for the little square, it says non-GMO certified. That's a very helpful tool. And be aware of things that are commonly genetically modified in the processed, especially food industry. Corn, soybeans, cottonseed oil that's in a lot of processed foods. A lot of times that's genetically modified. And also some things like papaya, pineapple, and some zucchini in the produce section can even be genetically modified. So those are things that you want to make sure to get organic, in my opinion. Number 2 thing to avoid when you're eating a whole foods healthy diet is hydrogenated fats. Now, basically we stay away from oils anyway, and we try to stay away from processed foods as well. But, if you're just getting started in this way of eating, or if you're still going to eat processed foods, be sure to read the label, because a lot of things do have hydrogenated oils in them. And hydrogenated oils go through this process where they're basically kind of like plastic. And the body just doesn't break it down that well, and it's just not really that healthy to be eating hydrogenated oils. And so we definitely avoid hydrogenated oils in our diet. Number 3 thing to avoid when eating a healthy diet is MSG. MSG is a flavor enhancer, so it's very popular for processed foods and things like that to have MSG, because if you're eating something with MSG, it's going to give it a really enhanced flavor, and you're going to want more and more of it, which means the people who are selling the product are going to make more money. However, MSG is a neurotoxin, so we definitely want to stay away from MSG. And also it masks under other ingredients in the lists a lot of times, such as yeast extract. Natural flavors is a big one. So even though we eat really healthy and don't eat that many processed foods at all, if there's ever anything that I might eat and it has natural flavors in it, I have in the past emailed the companies, and many times they'll tell you exactly what entails is in the natural flavors. So that's just a little tip there if you want to trust them. And most people that I have contacted have gotten back with me, but just do be aware that natural flavors can encompass MSG, so be very careful about that. Also, I would like to say Dr. Blaylock has written a very interesting book called something about food secrets, health and food secrets, or something like that, can save your life, and I'll try to have a link below to that. And he is a doctor, and he tells a lot of good information about neurotoxins and protecting your brain, and nutritional things that you can do, or supplements that you could take, or whatever, to try to counteract some neurological damage from things in the atmosphere. Number 4 thing to avoid when eating a whole foods healthy diet is processed foods. We try to not eat processed foods. We try to always get like fresh fruits and vegetables. If we're going to get something like something else, it would be like rice or beans, or something natural, something that came from the earth, something that we can put together to make our own recipes with, not so much depending on boxed food or canned food or anything like that, because a lot of times not only are the ingredients not so great, but you don't know exactly what process it went through to be prepared. And also with the canned foods, many times there's BPA, which is a toxin that can really interrupt the endocrine system, that can get into food. So you want to be very careful about not eating processed foods, in my opinion. Number 5 thing to avoid when eating a healthy diet, and I know this is going to be so hard for a lot of people, and it was hard for us at first too, but overall, restaurant food. Because restaurant food, I don't know of any restaurant that says that it's GMO free in my area. I've heard of one, I think it's in Colorado, called Salt or something like that, that just opened up, or the restaurant owner says that he wouldn't feed GMOs to his family, so he's not feeding it to his customers either, and I think that is wonderful. And I'm just waiting for more restaurants to follow along in that path, because I feel like that's gonna happen. I really, really do, and it'll be so exciting when it does, because then people can feel like they can safely go out to eat. I mean, because like I said, a lot of times at restaurants, when we've asked questions and stuff, sometimes people don't even know what GMOs are, don't even know what organic is, don't even know what these things are, much less know for sure if their food is that. And so, yeah, it's just not worth it to me to eat unhealthy, what I feel like is really, really unhealthy food, just for the sake of going out to eat. I mean, there's other options, like going on a beautiful picnic or something like that, or finding somewhere that you can actually trust, because here and there, especially smaller businesses, or maybe businesses that cater to certain groups of people, such as people that eat a plant-based diet and stuff like that, they might be more likely to have organic food, non-GMO food, from what I have seen. As a matter of fact, we do have one raw food they just rented a spot, so I guess you could say they're a restaurant now, because they did have like a truck that would go around, and now they also provide like our local Whole Foods with foods. They're a local raw food company restaurant that they say that all of their products are non-GMO, and that is so wonderful. I mean, so keep a lookout and support people like that, because then that way it'll be more widespread. And so that is the top 5 things that we suggest that you avoid, that my family and I, that we avoid in eating a healthy diet. And if you can think of any more, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you think about this. And also, please be sure to visit our website and sign up for our newsletter. Also, we offer coaching, so check that out. If you're interested, contact us. And we have a page where it's called like One Stop Shop. It shows some of the stuff that we use, and so you can check that out. And also, we have a group on Facebook called Living the Natural Life, where you can get to know us, and we can talk, and we can share information about living a natural life. And link is below, Living the Natural Life. And I'll be making another video very soon. And I thank you so much for joining me today. You have a great day. God bless.